This is Ruumi's guide to getting started with grazing management, where we'll be sharing tips and tricks to improve your farm profitability and resilience. In this video, we're talking about number of paddocks and paddock size. So, how many paddocks do I need and what size should they be? And that's a fairly common question that a lot of people who think about improving their grazing management start to ask. To answer that question, we just reflect back to the principles of grazing management. So we want to avoid overgrazing, animals in one place too long, but we need to provide a suitable rest period between grazing events. In order to do that, as a rule of thumb, during the growing season, so again from April through to about October, we'll be looking at for at least 6 paddocks and ideally 8 or 10 paddocks per group of stock on the farm. Now, one way to simplify this is to think about how can we reduce the total number of groups on the farm by merging similar stock classes together. So bringing 2 groups of ewes and lambs together, for instance, or 2 groups of cows and calves, or bringing stocks together that have got similar nutritional needs, for instance, weaned lambs and growing cattle. Let's look at an example. Let's say, for instance, we've had 40 cows and calves and they're normally allocated to 16 hectares, which is about 40 acres. If that's 16 hectares, and we know we're aiming for 6 to 8 paddocks. If we do that, let's say over 8 for easy maths, it means we're looking at 2 hectares per paddock. And that's kind of our target size. And ideally those paddocks would all be the same size, but if our farm is, not everything is even, so maybe we've got, maybe that 16 hectares is currently spread over 4 fields. And those 4 fields are kind of all different shapes and sizes. Then if we know we're looking for 2 hectare paddocks, if one of those fields is 2 hectares, well, that's great, that can be a paddock. If the field next to it is 4 hectares, well, that's fine, that should be, of course, 2 paddocks. And sometimes we end up with fields that are funny areas, so maybe this one's 6.5 hectares, so it's 3 and a bit paddocks, where it's probably just going to be 3 paddocks. And then if we look to the last field where we've got 1, 2, 3, and then we'll put in the lines there, 4, 5, 6. So we're looking to create 2 more paddocks in the last field, and they should be around 2 hectares each, but it doesn't matter if we're a little bit out. So seeking to create paddocks that are even sizes is really good for management, but we can stay an extra day in a field if it's a bit larger, or we can stay 1 day less in a field that's a bit smaller. You just need to be a bit more aware of your management. So to work out paddock size and number of paddocks, use the rule of thumb. We need at least 6 paddocks per group and ideally 8 or 10 paddocks per group for the growing season. More is better, but sometimes more means more fences and more troughs, so it's somewhere we can aspire to get to, may not start there straight away. And the paddock size, well, it's depending on stocking rate. And if you've been carrying animals on that land before, maintain the same stocking rate and look to at least reduce your inputs and to see better animal performance, and to be aware that there may be a surplus generated on that land, or you'll be able to extend your grazing season, turn out earlier, graze later. So generally, as we increase the number of paddocks or fields per group, we improve productivity, and that starts to stand us in good benefit at different parts, different times of the year, depending on what we're trying to achieve.
Improve your soil health and increase your farm's productivity. Get started with Ruumi today by clicking on the link in the description.